Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his...
And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Roberto Carlos. And across it goes. Yaya Toure gets it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Tries to play it through. Nedved, he's looking wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's managed to get free. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Nedved. Played back in. Might be Shevchenko! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Shevchenko clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Now it's Shevchenko. Reinders. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Vitinha. It's a promising position. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Nedved.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's given a throw. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That has ended up in no man's land. Lahm is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, important interception. And now the breakaway. He's shifting through the gears here. Threads one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Knocks it into space.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Looking for the run. Lahm cuts it out. And here's Messi. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Roberto Carlos. Lahm. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi. And it's Vitinha.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Lahm. Now it's Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Vitinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Cleared away. Lahm plays it in. And the keeper beats it away. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Lahm delivers. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Bellingham. Tonali. Aimed beyond the defence. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And here's Hullet. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Cafu. Lofted in. Big chance! It's in! The breakthrough arrives at last! Hullet at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. Hullet having a look. Decent hit from there. Van der Ven picks it up from the goal kick. Can he get it through? He's picked his way through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now, can they get him away? And he plays one through. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, nicely intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
It's a searching pass. Bellingham picks it up out wide.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Lahm. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Vitinha driving forward. Oh, shooting chance! Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Defending of the desperate variety. Pedri, well read, the danger is averted.
Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Vitinha. And this is Ibrahimovic. Kaka. Now it's Pedri. Oh, perfectly measured that. This might spell... He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He slings it in. And that should get the job done. Chance here to counter. Iniesta can see things others simply cannot. I think we're just about done here. Lahm. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Tonali, lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Kaka. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's own... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
The action has already started.
And he's picked it up out wide.
And here's the chance to counter. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Tries to play it through.
The referee has given a corner.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. Leicester attempts a clearance. Toure did well to stay calm there.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Now it's Nedved. Cafu. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's only too happy to take that back.
And Portugal can counter-attack here.
And it's Kaká.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Reinders.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's found a way through.
Big header! Goal! Portugal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Reinders. And here's Nedved.
Shot could be on, and Shevchenko! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He rises! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
And it's Shevchenko.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great vision. Pullet is wide and looking to get onto this.
Nicely worked.
That's a shade optimistic. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Roberto Carlos.
Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival.
In again. Keeper's dealt with that. Roberto Carlos.
That was lovely, that.
Pullet. Crosses it in.
Leicester
Can get it clear. Chooses to go back.
Shevchenko.
And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Now it's Shevchenko. And no, that was never going to make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Vitinha.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nedved.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Nedved. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And it's Reinders. And here's Nedved. Thinks about the shot. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And the action is back on the way.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He's a sharp little ball here. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the ball's gone astray. He's shifting through the gears here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. He won't be happy with that one. Nedved, can he get on the end of this? Shevchenko! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Vitinha. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Lahm receives it in a wide position. Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, they can break here. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Now it's Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tonali.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham promptly onto that, and that is that. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Shevchenko gets into a good position.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Nedved.
Such good technique.
Distributed tidily. Cross from Cafu.
Neymar.
He's a player who's always giving defenders headaches.
Tonali. Nedved.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Reinders. Reinders.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 25.
So, time for
Numero
changes
11.
on both sides,
Numero
actually.
10. Numero
Portugal
15.
are doing very nicely, thank you.
Il numero
Well, now's the
24.
time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but
Il numero
I'd say go and grab a third.
Il numero 23.
And he shoots!
Attenzione, un cambio.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Lahm.
Leicester kept his eye on it, and he's there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Lahm.
And he's managed to get free. Kaká showing good feet. Serves up across.
Cleared away. That's not going far.
Spread it left.
Tries to get it clear.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Iniesta. There's the shot! He has done it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Portugal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Minuti di recupero.
Lahm gets the foot in and wins the ball. Tries to pass it through.
That is a great pick out. Dida gets good distance on it. And there goes the final whistle.
A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. it.